Ladies, let me tell you something. When a man ignores you, it always means something. Now, I know some of y'all been sitting there checking your phone, waiting on that text, wondering, did I do something wrong? Is he mad at me? Is he losing interest? And I'm here to break it down for you. When a man ignores you, it always means something. Some of you are sitting there checking your phone every 5 minutes, waiting on that text, wondering, did I do something wrong? Is he mad at me? Is he losing interest? You start overthinking, running through every conversation, every little moment, trying to figure out where things went wrong. But let me tell you something. When a man truly wants you, he will make time, period. Ain't no such thing as too busy. A man will work long shifts, be exhausted, have 100 things on his plate, but if he's interested in you, he'll still find a way to reach out. He'll call, he'll text, he'll check in, even if it's just for a moment. Why? Because when a man values something, he protects it, nurtures it, and prioritizes it. So when he's ignoring you, it's not because he's too busy, he's choosing not to reach out. And that right there is your answer. No mixed signals, no confusion. No confusion. A man always makes time for what he truly wants. Some women try to make excuses. Oh, maybe he's just stressed. Or maybe he's dealing with something. Or maybe he's afraid of his feelings. Look, a man could have the weight of the world on his shoulders, but if he sees you as someone important in his life, he will not leave you questioning. He will not leave you sitting there wondering. He will find a way to show up. And if he doesn't, that's all the information you need. Silence speaks louder than words. You don't need a man to tell you he's not interested when his actions are already screaming it. A man who ignores you is communicating something, whether you want to accept it or not. He's showing you that you are not his priority, and that hurts, I know. But what hurts more is waiting around for someone to change, hoping for effort that will never come, and losing yourself in the process. Some of y'all have been bending over backwards, sending long texts, double texting, trying to figure out what's wrong, asking him if he's okay, trying to fix something that he doesn't even care about fixing. Meanwhile, he's out here living his life, doing what he wants, not even thinking twice. And that right there, that should tell you everything you need to know. Sometimes a man ignores you as a test. He's trying to see what you'll do. Will you chase him? Will you lower your standards? Will you beg for his attention? Some men do this because they like to feel in control. They like knowing they can pull back and still have you there waiting. But let me tell you something. A real man doesn't play games. A real man doesn't put you through emotional gymnastics just to see if you'll stick around. If a man is testing you like that, he's already showing you that he's not emotionally mature enough for a real relationship. And here's the truth. If you give in to that test, if you start chasing him, if you start trying harder when he pulls away, you're teaching him that he doesn't have to put in effort to keep you. You're showing him that he can treat you like an afterthought and still have you there waiting. And once a man knows he can get away with that, he will keep doing it. You set the standard for how people treat you by what you allow. That's why when a man ignores you, you don't chase, you don't beg, you don't lower your worth. You recognize the truth and you move accordingly. Because here's what I know for sure. If a man truly wants to be with you, if he truly values you, he will never put you in a position where you have to wonder how he feels. You will not have to guess. You will not have to question. A man who sees your worth will make it known. Some of y'all are giving too much energy to the wrong men. You're stressing over someone who isn't even thinking about you. You're waiting on a text from someone who doesn't deserve access to you in the first place. You are a queen. You are valuable. You are worth being pursued, being prioritized, being loved the right way. And the moment you start believing that, the moment you start carrying yourself with that kind of confidence, the wrong men will fall away and the right one will recognize you when he sees you. A man ignoring you is not a mystery. It's an answer. And you owe it to yourself to listen. Men are not that complicated. A lot of women spend too much time trying to decode their actions, overanalyzing every little thing, searching for some hidden meaning. But the truth is, when a man pulls back, when he stops calling, when he stops texting, he's telling you everything you need to know without saying a word. Women often get caught up in trying to explain away a man's silence, making excuses like, oh, maybe he's just really busy, or maybe something's wrong in his life and he just needs space. But let me tell you something. When a man cares, he makes it clear. He does not leave you sitting there wondering. He does not leave you feeling uncertain. He does not go silent and expect you to read his mind. A man will show you exactly where you stand in his life by the way he treats you. And if he's ignoring you, then that means something. It means you're not his priority. It means he's not as invested as you are. It means he's either pulling away or already checked out. But instead of accepting that truth, too many women start chasing. They start overcompensating. They start texting first all the time, trying to figure out what they did wrong, trying to fix a situation that he doesn't even care about fixing. And that's the problem right there. A man who values you will never put you in a position where you feel like you're chasing him. You don't have to beg a man to communicate. You don't have to force a man to be consistent. If you're the one doing all the work, if you're the one carrying the relationship, then you're not in a relationship. You're in a one-sided situation, and that's never going to fulfill you. Too many women get stuck in this cycle where they keep trying harder for a man who is showing them through his actions that he doesn't feel the same way. Silence is not an accident. When a man ignores you, it's a choice. He is choosing not to reach out. He is choosing not to respond. He is choosing not to respond. He is choosing not to put in the effort. And that's the only answer you need. Some men will do this because they don't know how to communicate. Others will do it because they're not mature enough to handle a real relationship. And some just don't care enough to maintain what they started. Either way, the result is the same. You're left feeling unimportant. You're left questioning yourself. You're left wondering why you weren't good enough. But hear me when I say this. It's not about you. It's about him and his lack of effort. A man who is truly interested, who truly values you, will never leave you feeling confused. His actions will always match his words. He will not disappear on you. He will not leave you guessing. He will not make you feel like you have to prove your worth just to get his attention. If you have to fight for someone's effort, that means they don't value you the way they should. And that is not the kind of love you deserve. Too many women get caught in the trap of thinking that if they just try harder, if they just give it a little more time, things will change. But let me tell you something. When a man ignores you, when he goes silent, when he pulls away, that is his way of showing you exactly where he stands. And if a man is not willing to match your energy, if he is not willing to put in the same effort that you are, then he is not the man for you. So don't waste your time overthinking. Don't waste your time waiting around for someone who is not making you a priority. If a man truly wants you, he will make it known. If he is ignoring you, that means he is not valuing you the way you deserve. And you owe it to yourself to recognize that and move accordingly. Some men will ignore you because they don't know what they want. They like the idea of having you around, but they don't want to commit. They enjoy your attention, but they don't want to give you theirs in return. They want the benefits of your presence without the responsibility of being consistent or ill-done. And so, instead of being honest, instead of telling you straight up that they're not ready for something real, they pull back. They go silent. They ignore you, hoping you'll take the hint. But here's the thing. When a man ignores you, he is communicating something, even if he's not saying a word. And as a woman, you have to listen to what his silence is telling you. Too many women waste time trying to decode a man's behavior, trying to figure out why he's acting distant, why he's suddenly unavailable. But the reality is simple. If a man is ignoring you, it's because he's not prioritizing you. Some men ignore you because they've lost interest, but don't have the courage to say it. They don't want to have the uncomfortable conversation. They don't want to be the bad guy. So instead of telling you directly, they just fade away. They stop calling, they stop texting, they stop making excuses. They hope that by ignoring you, you'll get frustrated and walk away on your own so they don't have to deal with it. Other men ignore you because they're entertaining other options. A man who truly values you will not disappear on you. He will not leave you waiting and wondering. He will not make you feel like an afterthought. But a man who is still playing games, a man who is still keeping his options open, a man who is not ready to be serious, he will ignore you because he's giving his time and energy to someone else. He might come back around when it's convenient for him, when he's bored, when he's not getting attention from someone else. But you deserve better than that. Some men ignore you because they like the power it gives. They like knowing that they can disappear and you'll still be there when they come back. They like knowing that you're thinking about them, waiting for them, hoping they'll reach out. It gives them control. It makes them feel important. And the more you chase, the more you feed into that dynamic. But a real man, a mature man, a man who is truly interested in you will not play those kinds of games. He will not make you question where you stand. He will not ignore you to see how much you care. He will show you through his actions that he values you. He will be consistent. He will communicate. He will make time. When a man ignores you, you don't chase him. You don't beg for his attention. You don't keep trying to prove your worth. Instead, you recognize what's happening and you move accordingly. You remind yourself that you are valuable, that you deserve someone who sees your worth without you having to convince them. You understand that if a man is ignoring you, that is his loss, not yours. The right man will not make you feel like you have to fight for his attention. The right man will not ignore you and leave you wondering. The right man will not play games with your emotions. And the moment you start believing that, the moment you stop accepting less than you deserve, is the moment you start attracting the kind of love that is real, that is consistent, that is meant for you. When a man ignores you, it's not just a random action, it's a choice. And that choice speaks volumes about how he feels, what he wants, and more importantly, what he doesn't want. Too many women waste their time trying to analyze a man's silence, trying to find some deeper meaning behind his lack of response. But the truth is simple. When a man cares about you, he does not ignore you. He does not ignore you. A lot of men ignore women because they know they can. They know that no matter how many times they go silent, no matter how many times they pull away, you will still be there when they decide to come back. This kind of man is not looking for love. He's looking for control. He enjoys knowing that he has power over your emotions. He enjoys the fact that you're thinking about him, that you're waiting for his text, that you're checking your phone, wondering if he's going to reach out. And every time you respond, every time you give him another chance, you're showing him that he can keep doing this and still have access to you. Other men ignore you because they are simply not that interested. This is hard to accept, but it's the truth. When a man truly wants you, you don't have to wonder how he feels. You don't have to chase him, remind him, or beg him to communicate. He does it naturally because he wants to. But when a man is not fully invested, when he's just keeping you around for convenience, he'll be inconsistent. He'll go days without texting. He'll ignore your calls. He'll leave your messages on read. And every time you let it slide, you're allowing him to continue treating you as an option instead of a priority. Then there are the men who ignore you because they're entertaining other women. They may not say it outright, but their actions will always reveal the truth. If a man is really into you, you will be his focus. He won't be too busy to call. He won't suddenly go missing for days at a time. But if he's ignoring you, if he's being distant, it's because he's given his time and attention to someone else. And the worst part, some of these men will come back when things don't work out with the other woman, expecting you to be right where they left you. Some men also ignore women because they don't have the courage to be honest. Instead of telling you they're not interested, instead of having a real conversation like a mature adult, they take the cowardly way out. They ignore you, hoping you'll eventually give up and walk away on your own. They don't want the responsibility of breaking things off, so they just disappear. They avoid confrontation, they avoid accountability, and they leave you with unanswered questions, making you wonder what you did wrong when, in reality, you did nothing wrong. He just didn't have the integrity to tell you the truth. But here's what you need to understand. You should never have to convince someone to communicate with you. You should never have to remind someone to treat you with respect. A man who is genuinely interested in you, who truly values you, will never put you in a position where you have to question where you stand. He will make his feelings clear. He will be consistent. He will put in effort. And if he's not doing that, then he's simply not the right man for you. Too many women hold on to hope. They tell themselves, or maybe he's just going through something, or maybe he'll change. They wait around for a man who has already shown them through his actions that he is not willing to put in the effort. They make excuses, they accept breadcrumbs, and they settle for less than they deserve because they're afraid of letting go. But the truth is, the moment you stop accepting less is the moment you open yourself up to something greater. You deserve a man who communicates with you openly and consistently. You deserve a man who makes you feel wanted, not ignored. You deserve a man who respects your time and emotions. And the only way to get that is to stop entertaining men who refuse to treat you the way you deserve. So the next time a man ignores you, don't waste your time trying to figure out why. Don't chase him. Don't lower your standards. Don't let his actions shake your confidence. Instead, recognize that his silence is an answer, and then do the most powerful thing you can do: walk away with your dignity intact. The right man will never make you feel like you have to fight for his attention. And the moment you believe that is the moment you step into the kind of love that is meant for you.